everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading is, how does your person feel about you right now? Now, I've already recorded all the videos, and these 4 cards are cards that represents one card that was in each reading. And I'm going to show them to you so you can see one card. It certainly doesn't represent the whole reading, but I'm hoping what it will do is trigger some recognition and let you know whether that reading is for you or not. So, group 1, your card is, your sense of humor makes life more fun. Group 2, I admire your courage to be yourself. Group 3, you inspire me. And finally, group 4, I admire your patience. All right, take a look, pick one that resonates with you, and you can go into the description box, click on the time for that group, and it will take you right to your reading. And I'll see you there. Thanks, y'all. Hi, group 1. Okay, we're going to take a look at how your person feels about you right now. So let's start with some tarot cards. Get a look at how they feel about you. We have Justice card in reverse, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Wands, King of Wands, and the Death card in reverse. Okay, give me just a second while I take these in. All right. So, one of the things that they think about you, feel about you, or notice about you, I will say, with the Justice card in reverse and the 4 of Wands, they notice that you see other people who are happy. People who are getting married, people who are having children, buying homes, who are just, whatever their situation is, they're outwardly, publicly very happy. And they think that there's some jealousy there. Like you feel like it's not fair because you don't have that. There's something about other couples' happiness that makes you feel like you're missing out. And it feels a little unfair. So they do see that about you. I don't see a judgment about it. They just notice it. I actually feel, when I'm feeling those cards, I actually feel compassion towards that. Like they don't want you to feel that way, but they don't judge you for it. The 3 of Pentacles over the King of Wands. They see you as someone who wants to see some changes happen in your life. You want to see some success, could be in business, could be in relationships, could be in other areas of your life. And you are making changes. You're creating the changes that you want in your life, but there is a sense of it not happening quickly enough. They can sense your impatience. Again, I don't feel any judgment. it's just an understanding. They see that about you. And then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse over the Death card in reverse. They see you as someone who really wants to bring an end to your unhappiness, but maybe not taking the steps you need to make that happen. All right, let's get a little deeper into these and get some more information here. Again, with these cards, this is from your person's perspective, how they think about you, how they feel about you. You may disagree. What they think and how they feel may not be who you really are. It's just how they see you. But I can tell you, I don't feel any judgment. The only thing I feel is here, where they just want to, I feel this sense of them wanting to help pull you out of what has got you down. What's got you feeling like you're never going to be happy. Like they want to help pull you out of that. But otherwise, I don't feel any judgment. I don't feel any negativity. Despite that these messages may sound negative. Okay. Three of Wands. Yeah, they see you as someone who doesn't know where you're going in the future. You want the happy life. And you look at other people's happy lives, and sometimes it makes you feel down about your own life. But there's this feeling that you don't actually know what it is that's going to make you happy. Is it marriage? I don't know. Is it kids? Is it a new house? Is it, from their perspective, there's a feeling of you want to be happy, but you're not sure what that's going to look like. All right. And we have Two of Pentacles. They do see you trying really hard to financially make changes in your life. You may be working one job and also doing something on the side. Something that's more of a passion project. Sort of waiting for one to build up and taking care of the other over here. There is still this sense of, wanting to be there now. But they do see you as a change maker, as someone who is following your dreams, as far as work, as far as vocation, and what you're passionate about. You're looking at your options and really doing what needs to be done. Let's get one more card. Seven of Swords. When it comes to your happiness, your emotional happiness, they see you really just running away from your problems a little bit, rather than getting to the bottom of them and letting yourself heal and creating your own happiness. They worry that you are running from your problems a little bit and not facing them. All right, let's get some more messages here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have karmic relationship. They do see you as someone that they are, that is supposed to be in their life. Like you are supposed to be in each other's lives. Now, this may be a romantic relationship, or it could just be a friendship. I don't see anything that specifies that, at least so far. But karmic relationships don't have to be love relationships. They can be, they can be like best friends who are in each other's lives to help each other move forward and break cycles and heal and do the things that you have to do in life to move forward. Oh, well, okay. And then we have wedding rings. So maybe this is a romantic relationship. They see you as someone they do want to spend the rest of their life with. If this is not a romantic relationship, wedding ring still applies. It's still a commitment. They still feel very committed to you, and they feel like you are committed to them as well. And clock. They know it just takes time. It's going to take a little more time. Your person isn't quite ready to give you 100%. And they also feel like you're not quite ready to accept 100%. Like you sort of have to be whole in yourself and happy in your own self and your own life in order to really be ready for someone else to come in and be happy with you. And so the timing isn't quite right, but that doesn't mean they're not committed, and that doesn't mean that they don't see themselves with you or being in your life truly forever. All right, let's get a couple love bombs here, see how else they're feeling about you or what they think about you. All right, we have, I admire your ability to stay positive in challenging situations, and your sense of humor makes life more fun. So they don't see you as a negative person at all. Like I said, I didn't feel any judgment or negativity in any of these cards. It's really just them. They pay attention to you. I feel like they know you really well, and you probably know them really well. And you notice things about each other that are important. All right. Got some more messages for you from your person, how they're feeling about you. I just want you all the time. I could be your hero, baby. And the Ace of Wands. They really do want to be in your life all the time. They love your company. They want to save you. They see you as someone who is dealing with some challenges. Some internal challenges. And they want to save you. They want to help you. And the Ace of Wands is, they want this, they want a fresh start with you. They want, and you guys may be, getting along great. You may be together and everything is wonderful. But they feel a need to clean the slate and start fresh with you. So take that as it resonates, but they're very passionate. Ace of Wands is a very passionate card. They're very passionate about you. And they see you as someone who is very passionate. So if this is a romantic relationship, whether y'all have been together or you haven't, your person thinks about it all the time and sees you that way. They think you are sensual and beautiful and sexy and funny and, you know, uplifting. But for some reason there's still this sense of unhappiness in you. And they wish they could turn that around for you. But the reality is no one can turn that around for you. You have to do it yourself. All right, let's get some final messages from your person. Okay. I just want to make you smile. For sure, they really do. I'm not who you think I am. And it's easier for me to avoid you right now. So, you know, you guys there must be some tension between you. You may be separated. You may just not be spending a lot of time together. And that may have you wondering, you know, what's going on. They want you to know it's not for the reasons you think. It's really because they want you to heal. And they have such, I feel this like overwhelming desire to step in and, you know, be your knight in shining armor and fix all your problems for you and make it all better. But they can't do that, and they know they can't. You know, when you're in a karmic relationship, you do want you want to help each other, but you also start to understand that the best way you can help each other is to be there and support, even if it's just energetically, the other person while they help themselves. And so they do want to be with you all the time. But it's hard for them right now. Because they can't be what you want them to be, and they can't be what they want to be. So it's just going to take a little more time. All right, group one, that is your reading. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight into how your person feels about you and what they're thinking about you. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, y'all. Hi, group two. Okay, let's take a look at how your person feels about you right now. We're going to start with some tarot cards, and then I've got several decks of different messages for you after, so stick around. All right, we have the Page of Cups, Six of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups, Ten of Wands in reverse, the Fool, and Two of Wands. All right, give me just a second while I take these cards in. All right, so for starters, we've got the Page of Cups over the Ten of Wands in reverse. They see you as someone who doesn't take life too seriously. You know, you work hard, you have all the same responsibilities everyone else has. You do all the things that need to be done. You have the same challenges in your life, but you never let that get you down. You always see the glasses half full. And you really have a positive attitude. They really love that about you. You make them want to be more like you. So I get the sense that they tend to, you know, get upset and get frustrated by things, and you just have this beautiful spirit about you of, it's all going to be fine. Don't be stressed about that. Don't worry. This will pass. They love that about you. They really, really do. With the Six of Wands in reverse over the Fool, they see you as someone who takes chances. You know, what I'm hearing is you take life by the balls, but that's sort of crude. But yeah, you jump at chances, you do what you want to do. You see the future as wide open, almost like, you know, when you're a kid and you think, I can do anything. Like you can't tell a kid that there's something they can't do. And they get that, they feel that energy from you. And it doesn't matter to you whether you succeed at something or you don't, whether other people see you as successful or not. You just keep going after it. You keep trying. They really see you as a ray of sunshine. Like no matter what life deals you, you're just a ray of sunshine. It's beautiful. And then we have the Four of Cups over the Two of Wands. Now they do see you as someone who, you know what you want. And you kind of, you have ideas of what you want your future to look like. And sometimes you miss out on opportunities because they don't fit within what you have in mind. And you have a very open mind. You're very open-minded and creative and insightful, but still, they still notice that there are times when you get so fixated on wanting things to go a certain way or to look a certain way that you don't notice the blessings that are right behind you. And I don't feel that as a judgment whatsoever. I really don't. They just have such positive feelings about you. All right, let's get a little deeper and get some more cards here. Thank you. All right. We have the Moon in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So going back to you just really being positive and optimistic and not letting life get you down, the Moon in reverse just sort of takes that one step further and acknowledges that you see things very clearly. You don't let, situations that, for other people would really get them down emotionally. They would imagine scenarios, they would imagine, worst case things happening. And you just don't do that. You see things clearly from a much higher perspective than they feel most people do. And they're really in awe of that. It's really a gift. Now with the Six of Wands in reverse and the Fool card, we add in the Sun reversed. What I'm hearing is that you're a very positive person, even when situations are not indicative of that. So even in a situation that other people would say, I failed, you don't see it that way. Or you don't, at least you don't let that feeling linger very long. You're always ready to turn it around and jump up and try again. They see you as someone who is, what I'm hearing is an innocent old soul. Meaning that you're innocent like a child, you know, in a way that you see things in the most optimistic light, in the most positive light, in the, you know, you just don't let anything get you, you know, knock you down. But not childlike and innocent to the point where you're naive. You know, you're an old soul and you know things. You know things that others don't. You see things, you know, the way other people don't, because they're a little bit more trapped in the human. And then we have the Four of Cups over the Two of Wands with the addition of the Ace of Swords. So yes, there are times when you get fixated on what you want and you don't notice other opportunities around you because you're really just fixated on what you've decided that you're going after today. You think about the future, but I'm hearing that you don't overthink it. You think with a positive attitude. And you do have opinions about what you want, for sure. Like, you're not a Pollyanna. You're not just going to take whatever, you know, you are accepting of what life gives you, but that doesn't mean that's what you want. And you know what you want, and you go after it. And you're not afraid to speak your mind about that. You're very outspoken in that way. And very, I'm hearing upbeat, but I'm feeling something else. Hold on. Determined. Very determined. Okay. Let's get some oracle cards here for you. Okay. We have seduction, the chaser, and soulmates. So when it comes to your relationship, this is one of the areas where you know what you want, and you tend not to give way to that. You know, they're saying you are the one that attracted them. You are the one that's not the right way to say it. The card is seduction, and so they're saying you were the one that seduced them, but I don't feel that it was seduced, but maybe you took the initiative. You went after them. And you continue to be the person who, you know, in a twin flame kind of relationship, there's a runner and a chaser and a runner, and you tend to be the chaser, meaning you know what you want, you know you want this person, you know they're your soulmate, and you're not giving up on that. Even, you know, when other people come around, or other opportunities, or you don't have an eye for anyone else. It's just your person. And there may be a little bit of a fear of abandonment there. So pay attention to that. Make sure that you aren't treading into codependent territory. You know, if you do have some abandonment issues from childhood or from past relationships, really take the time to face those fears, so that you can heal from them. All right, let's get some love bomb messages for you. What I'm hearing is they love that you chase them, but sometimes they wish you wouldn't chase so hard. Sometimes they wish you would let them get a little further away before you chase them back down. Not exactly sure what that means, but hopefully you do. But they have a lot of feelings for you, for sure. They just admire you. All right. You've changed my life. And I admire your courage to be yourself. Well, boy, they do absolutely admire your courage to be yourself. They love how brave you are and how open you are, and just, yeah, you don't care what other people think. And they just think that's brilliant. And yes, you've absolutely changed their life, because they see you and you make them want to be a better person. You help them see like a mirror. You help them see like where they fall short and where they can be better. They can be more like you, less rigid, less pessimistic, less negative, less judgmental. And you've done that to them. You've helped them, at the very least, want to be more like that, and to start making some changes toward that direction. All right. You have, your family won't like me. I don't want to lose you. And I just wish things were different. So, take this as it resonates, but part of the reason why they may run from you sometimes, why they may feel like they need to escape and get away, is because there are people in your life that either don't like them or they fear wouldn't like them. There's some fundamental difference between you and them that other people would see. Meaning, you come from different cultures, you're different religions, different backgrounds, different races. You know, who knows what it is, and what sometimes family members will judge. And maybe your family, your friends, the people in your life wouldn't judge at all. But they do have that fear, and they don't want to lose you, but they don't quite know how to get around that either. And so they do wish things were different. They wish things were easier, you know, that they weren't quite so complicated and difficult in that area. All right. Let's get some final messages here for you from your person. Okay. Have you already moved on? Be patient. Divine timing is at play. And were you just using me? There are times when they're not sure why you want them so badly. You know, they question, like they kind of question your motives sometimes. Not because you give them a reason to question your motives, but they can't imagine why anyone would be so stuck on them. And they're kind of wondering, you know, when the day will come when you'll just move on, when you'll get it and you'll just move on. And they're kind of waiting for divine timing. Meaning, they feel that you are in a fated relationship for sure. They're just not sure what the end game is of that fated relationship. So does divine timing mean it's just a matter of time before you move on? Or is it just a matter of time before we can make this work? So where you're very positive and you see the bright side and you see things working out, your person really struggles with that. They see all the things that could go wrong and all the things that might already be going wrong. And that's challenging. And they do recognize that. And they really do want to be more like you. So take that in stride and take this information and do with it what you will. But it seems like your person does need some healing and, you know, needs some understanding as well. All right, y'all, that is your reading. I hope that helps you get a little bit of insight into how your person feels about you. And I thank you so much for being here today. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 3. Okay, let's take a look at how your person feels about you right now. We're going to pull some tarot cards to start with. And then I've got some oracle cards and some message cards for you. Okay. We have the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit card. All right, give me just a second while I look these over. Okay, so for starters, the King of Cups over the Five of Pentacles. They see that you have gone through some difficult times. There may have been, you know, job loss or hours cut. You know, maybe your salary was cut. Other things as well outside of work. They're saying you've had a tough go in a lot of ways, but you don't let that get you too down. Like you stay emotionally stable and calm. Like you can see the bigger picture and you know everything's going to be okay. And they see that about you and they really respect and admire that, because that's not an easy attitude to have when things are really difficult. Now with the Nine of Wands over the Page of Pentacles in reverse, they say that, you know, sometimes you'll be battling something You'll be challenged with something. Things may be going wrong in your life, and it's difficult. But you don't speak up. They do wish you would open up about things that are hard for you, things that are challenging for you. They want to be able to help you with these things and support you, but they feel like you don't talk about those things very much anyway. You really keep it to yourself. And then we have the Eight of Swords and the Hermit. It's a similar energy. It's like there are times when you feel stuck, when you're not sure what to do, and you go it alone. And they respect that about you, the fact that you are able to sort of follow your own light and find your own way, and kind of feel better from the inside out. But they're saying you don't have to do everything alone. They really do wish that you would open up more to them, because they really care about you and they want to help you, and they do sometimes feel a little shut out or left out. All right, let's get a little deeper and pull some more cards. All right, we have the King of Wands. So yeah, when your life is not going as planned, when really challenging situations come up, and no one would judge you, right, for really feeling down and feeling sorry for yourself. You really don't, or at least you don't project that energy. You stay calm, you stay balanced, and you do what you need to do to move forward and not sort of dwell. I feel like your person isn't as good at that as you are. And so they really notice it in you, and it impresses them. They really appreciate that quality in you. They wish they were a little bit more like that. All right, let's get another card for the Nine of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Three of Wands in reverse. So when you're going through something challenging, first of all, I just want to say that it really looks like you've gone through a really tough time, because they're bringing it up in all three rows or columns. And so I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry you've gone through such a tough time. So they're saying when you're going through something challenging and you really don't talk about it, it's hard for others to know how to help, or when to step in and support you. They don't always know what to do. The Three of Wands, when it's upright, is kind of knowing what's coming, knowing what to do, and just waiting for the moment. But in reverse, they're at a loss. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to help. They don't even always know when to offer their support and their love, to try to help you. And they want to do that. They want to be that person for you. get a card for the Eight of Swords and the Hermit, please. Seven of Pentacles. When you're feeling trapped, they're saying that you're not showy about it. They're saying you don't flaunt it, but that seems like a weird word. But you don't flaunt your pain. And I know some people do because they need the attention, they need the support. But you don't do that. You really kind of go your own way and keep to yourself and fix your own problems. But sometimes things, are easier when you let someone in. And I'm just getting that they want to be that person for you, and they wish you could be a little more vulnerable with them and open with them. But they do admire your courage and your stamina and your strength and your general bravery, like facing life. All right, let's get some oracle cards. Oh. We have the Dragonfly, Kisses, and Healthy Choices. And I'll read the words below. On the Dragonfly, it says, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. And they do feel like they find out things that you've gone through, that you've been going through. They find out afterwards. And I've said it already. They just want to be able to help you and support you and love you. On Kisses, it says unconditional love, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection and falling in love. They love you unconditionally. Like, you can do no wrong. Like, whatever you do, however you do it, they love you for it. They just want to be able to be more for you. And healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. They really want you to be happy. They know you've gone through a really difficult time, and they see it, they recognize it, and they just want the best for you. And they want to be able to help in any way they can. All right, let's get some love bomb messages for you. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We have, I admire your patience and you inspire me. They admire a lot of things about you, for sure. And you do inspire them. Your patience, your perseverance, your strength. You are an inspiration to them. All right, let's get some message cards here for you. All right, we have wait. What do you want? And I imagine you naked. So, they want you to, well, one thing they're saying, they want you to wait for them to catch up to you. Like they really are trying to be better. You know, you do inspire them to want to be a better person and to handle things the way you do. And they really want you to, like, it's almost like this, like chasing after a bus, you know, like, wait, like, let me catch up to you. They really want you to let them catch up to you. But they're also hoping that, you know, you'll wait for them, you know, when things go wrong, when you're having a tough day. They know you can just, you know, you're good at just dealing with it. But they're saying, you know, wait, why not wait for me and talk about it with me? Like, let's talk about it together. And we can help each other that way. And then we have, what do you want? There is, you know, a little bit of doubt of whether or not you fully want them. And it comes back to you not really opening up to them and being vulnerable with them. Sometimes it does make them wonder if they are what you really want or not. And then I imagine you naked. They think about you all the time. All the time. They think about you naked, they think about you clothed. They think about you all the time. All right, we'll get some final messages for you from your person. I am grateful for you. I miss you. And you love me exactly as I am. No one has ever done that. I mean, I think those really speak for themselves. You inspire them. They're grateful to have met you. They're grateful to have you in their life. When you're not together, they miss you. They think about you. They imagine, you know, everything. And they love you unconditionally because they feel like you love them unconditionally as well. Like you love who they are and they love who you are. You know, flaws and warts and all. And that's really wonderful. All right, group 3, that's your reading. I hope that helps. I hope it gives you some insight into really what your person is feeling about you and thinking about you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. Hi, group 4. Okay, let's take a look at how your person feels about you right now. what they think of you right now. We're going to start off with some tarot cards, and then I've got some oracle cards and some message cards for you. So you want to stick around and see the whole reading. If this reading doesn't resonate, pick one of the other groups. They're all very different, and you know, you may just find that if this isn't your situation, that one of the other ones is. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, give me just a second while I take these cards in. Okay. All right, let's start with the Five of Swords in reverse over the Six of Pentacles. They see you as someone who is very honest. You have a lot of integrity. You're very giving. You're very generous. Like, you have a good heart, but even more than that, you do good with your good heart. Like, you have a very high standard of conduct. And they really appreciate that about you. I feel like there's people in your person's life who aren't always honest. And of course, there's all sorts of greed and dishonesty just in the world in general. But they see you, and they see you as like this light of goodness, which is really nice. We have the Two of Wands over the Queen of Cups in reverse. They feel like you make a lot of decisions and do a lot of work and help a lot of people. You're very caring and giving, and you're always looking for who you can help next. But what worries them is they never feel like you are taking care of yourself. You don't make yourself a priority. And they really want to see you do more of that because you deserve it. If anybody deserves kindness and pampering and just beautiful moments of doing whatever makes you happy, they feel like you deserve that. But you spend so much time looking to help other people and taking care of other people that they feel like your needs sometimes get neglected. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse over the Page of Wands in reverse. They do feel like you don't get enough attention for the work you do. That people sometimes just take for granted that you're going to jump in and take care of things and help with things and fix things. And too much of it goes unnoticed and unsaid. All right, let's get a little deeper and pull some clarifier cards. Spirit, can you give me a card for the Five of Swords in reverse over the Six of Pentacles? Thank you. We have the King of Wands in reverse. You do help a lot of people, but it doesn't leave much left for you. It doesn't give you much opportunity to sort of take charge of your own life and make changes in your life that you want to make. You know, things that you want to do, places you want to go. You're so busy taking care of others that your life is kind of on the back burner. And they really want you to see that and be willing to step up for yourself a little bit more. Not to give you more responsibility, but to take care of yourself and to help others start to take care of themselves. A lot of people rely on you. And they rely on you sometimes for things that they don't need to rely on you for. They're just used to it. All right. Can you give me a card for the Two of Wands over the Queen of Cups reverse, please? Thank you. The Lover's card. They're saying you have decisions to make about your life. They feel you do. They feel you know you do. But they don't think you're making them. Your person really wants to, they just want to help you. They want to take care of you. They're very committed to you. And they want to see you start making choices for yourself and for your life that are exciting to you, that give you a purpose and that make you feel alive. Because you really deserve that. All right. Can you give me a card, please, for the Eight of Pentacles reversed over the Page of Wands reversed? Four of Wands in reverse. They feel like you don't have the happy life you deserve. You don't get the acknowledgement, the recognition, the praise for all the wonderful things that you do for other people. And you're a good person, so you don't ask for that and you don't expect it. But your person wants that for you. They think you deserve it and you should have it. They hold you in high regard, and they want others to do the same. They kind of want to shake things up for you so that you can see just how valuable you are, and to start taking care of yourself appropriately and treating yourself appropriately. All right. let's get some oracle cards for you. We have the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. The golden mirror says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. And paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. They see you evolving, and they want to continue to see that, like this transformation in you. And they're hoping they can help you with that, to take you to the next phase of where your life can go and should be. They do feel like a lot of your relationships are one-sided. Not on your part, but on other people's parts. They take, and you're a giver. And then paradise, they just want you to be happy. Like, take yourself on a beautiful beach vacation, go on a holiday. Go somewhere and just relax and pamper yourself. Read a good book, whatever it is that makes you happy. They want you to do that. They want that for you so badly because you deserve it. And others may not see it, they may not appreciate it, but your person does, 100%. All right, let's get some love bombs for you. I always look forward to seeing you, and I admire your patience. Yeah, I mean, they love being around you, and they're always surprised at how patient and understanding and compassionate you are, even when people are not being their best selves. You have a sense about you that you understand where people are coming from and why they do and say the things they do. Like you have this ability to see people, really see them. And that's why you're so compassionate and giving to them. Because you see the good in people. Beautiful quality. All right, let's get some messages for you. I do feel like with this, I always look forward to seeing you. It's this sense of you're always so busy helping other people that your person doesn't get as much of your time as they would like. Not that they want to add to your roster of things to do, people to take care of, but it's like they don't get to see you and spend time with you as much as they would like, but they look forward to the time that they do get. Rather than demanding more from you, they just appreciate the time they get from you. have, I could be your hero, baby. I have so much desire for you. And maybe. They really want to be the one that helps you the way you help so many other people. They want to be that for you. They want to scoop you up and sweep you off your feet and take you off to paradise and just be your hero, because you are the hero to so many other people. And they do have so much desire for you. Like, there's no question. They think about you. They fantasize about you when you're not around. They really just are smitten with you. And then the maybe card is their way of saying, like, just imagine, imagine what it could be like to go on a vacation, to do beautiful things for yourself. Like, maybe just consider it. Just try giving it a chance. It's their way of saying, like, I know I can't convince you to do things because you do have a mind of your own. But maybe I can convince you to consider. To just consider. Like, stepping back from, taking care of everybody and everything and just treating yourself. Or let them treat you. All right, let's get some final messages for you from your person. All right. I wake with you on my mind and think of you every night before I go to sleep. Absolutely. They think about you all the time. You're always on their mind. Were you just using me? They feel like people are using you. Some of them. Some people just have gotten used to you being the one that does everything. But they do think there are people that are just taking advantage of you. And you make me want to be a better person. You do. You do make them want to be a better person. They admire you. They really, really do. They have so much love for you, so much just appreciation for you. And they just want to show that to you. They don't get as much opportunity as they'd like, but they really, really do. So, group 4, I hope that was helpful. Hope it gives you a little bit of insight into how they feel about you and how, what they think about you. And I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here and watching the video and sharing your energy with me. And I look forward to the next reading with you. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.